the tweet. Da-da-da-da. Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Boarcast. I am your host, the Board Boar. I am absolutely the most cutest boar in the world. No competition. No competition. So far. Today's episode of the Boarcast is a very special episode. And this episode was brought to you by Kabagi. If it's wiggly and jiggly, it's probably Kabagi. All right, now on to our main show. Today's guest is a very special guest. He is one of the people that I look up to the most, and I consider him my senpai. Let's give it up for the judge and collector of all piggy things. And here's Boredom. Oh, wrong slide. Yay, Boredom, or hello. There we go. Yeah, big judge and connoisseur. He judges you, and he is going to taste you if you're a piggy. And of course, you don't taste piggy. Taste me. All right. Hello. Oh, you can't hear him? Oh no. Here we go again.
You can't hear me.
Here we go again. There you go. They can hear you now. Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, they can hear you now. I think I unmuted the wrong thing. What did I unmute?
What did I unmute?
What did I
That's a
unmute?
good question.
All right, here we
Hey,
go.
everyone.
Hello.
Yeah.
So, hello guys.
Oh my god.
Today, for those of you who don't know, this is actually Boredom. I think this is his new model that he just showcased. Was it this week or last week? I think it was last week, right?
It was No, it was Monday this week.
All right. So to open it up, let's go ahead and talk about your new model.
My new model.
So here we go. We actually have a question about your new model, and here it is. What species are you? What is your new character? I believe it's
Wow.
your name is now. How do you pronounce that? Nisei?
Nisei.
Nisei. Ooh, Nisei.
Yeah.
Fancy.
I already had some people who called me Nissan because of it, but yeah.
Nissan. Nissan. Yes. Nissan the car.
Yeah, or Nissan in Onichan.
Nissan. Oh, Nissan, nice. Oni-chan. Onisei.
Nisei. What species I am? Well, I said it on the reveal, but probably a lot of people didn't saw it. My species is a marten. The marten.
Martin.
So it's pretty cute. I love it. I don't see a lot of people having that as like a persona, but to be more specific, it's a pine marten even.
So Martin is another kind of what family is it in? Is it in a
It's in the same family as ferrets, I think.
Ferrets? What is ferret family? I look it up because I'm not intelligent. Ferret family. Mustelids with a badger and stuff. Ooh.
Yeah, badger is one of the biggest ones.
Weasels and stuff. Nice.
Weasels, sables, ferrets, and martens are in the same family. I'm not sure maybe it's even more, but I know those in there.
So,
but yeah.
What about the name Nisei? Where Nisei?
Nisei.
Sorry, I keep saying it Nisei.
Nisei.
I'm just like
Nisei
nice.
is a word play. That is a letter play on. I have another persona I used for many years. And I used the same letters besides one because I couldn't make it work, and just switched them around. And came up with Nisei.
Then
I switched out the Z for a Y, and then switched the letters around, and Nisei came out of it because both of them are part of me, and so I wanted to have them connected somehow.
I was mixing your name up for a while, and I was like looking at it. The more I look at it, the more I end up thinking of the anagram shiny.
Oh, yeah.
Do we
get
get
it wrong written?
I know you love Pokemon, so will we ever get to see shiny Nisei?
It was actually planned. To be
Ooh, shiny
honest,
Nisei.
it was actually. I'm not sure when it will happen, but it was planned to add like a shiny, in emphasis, shiny model, and then add it as like a stream points award to turn him shiny.
All right. Okay, let's go ahead. We have some other questions because you actually have been streaming for quite a while now, haven't you? How
A
many
long time,
years?
yeah.
How many years has it been since you started streaming?
Since I started streaming, or since I restarted streaming?
Started. Let's see. Yeah, started, I guess.
Started. It's a long time. I was streaming, I think, for half a year. 6 years ago or so.
6 years ago. And
I started for half a year to stream, but I didn't got anywhere and a lot of stuff happened, so I dropped it.
was it on Twitch still?
It was on Twitch, yeah. Just only on Twitch.
Ah. So
and then I restarted it like I think it's now nearly 3 years at this point.
3 years since you started?
For sure 2 years since I started it again. And since then I'm streaming regularly, like 5 days, even in the start 6 days a week, now 5 days a week.
Ah. So I ran into you a while back, around 2 years, because I started streaming about 3 years ago, and I actually ran into you 2 years ago. I was just browsing around Twitch, and I ended up finding your channel. I believe you were playing Pokemon Sword that time. Sword and Shield, or was it Shield? Yeah, Pokemon Shield. Yeah, you were playing Pokemon Shield at the time, and I enjoyed watching you. I believe that was also during the time where I was pondering about giving up on streaming. But yeah, I call Boredom Senpai because he is pretty much my inspiration, one of my inspirations to start streaming.
Which I still am amazed about that I'm your inspiration.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's nice to hear something like that to inspire someone to do it. Like I started streaming 3 years ago again. Because a lot of
we're talking about the start. We're talking about the start. Here is a question. What got you into streaming? You started 6 years ago. Why did you want to stream?
Yeah, I just wanted to try it out. Like 6 years ago, I wanted to try it out because I was curious about it, and I was watching a lot of streams on Twitch, and I had a lot of free time over the day because I was working really early in the morning. So I was usually at home at 9 a.m. and I was like, I have more than enough time to now stream until I go to bed. Why not trying it out? So I tried different stuff out, and I started with streaming Pokemon randomizers, and behold, not a lot of people know the Dead by Daylight. I started streaming those games, and I did it for like, I think half a year or so, or a little bit longer, and then I dropped it because I got discouraged. And then I got back into streaming again. I think it was 3 years ago. I got back into streaming again, and because a lot of stuff happened, and I was like, I need something good happening, something I look forward to every day. And that's why I started streaming again and put effort into it and stream 6 days a week, 8 hours a day, which is a lot of stuff, a lot of streaming. And at this point, and now I pulled it a little bit down. It's like 4 hours, usually around 4 hours in 5 days a week. Because like 8 hours is a lot. Not to mention that back in the day, the algorithm, the Twitch algorithm wasn't nice to you. Like the longer you streamed, the worse your average was, and you need a certain average of viewers to get affiliated.
Yeah, I believe when I started on Twitch, the average viewers required to get to affiliate was 5, but now it's down to 3.
Yeah, it was 5 for me as well, and it took a long time to get that. It took, I think, up to half a year to get that. Like that was the one that gave me the most trouble, having an average of 5 viewers a month. All the other stuff was no problem, but the 5 viewers was oof. And now 3, which is way easier.
Much easier. Also, guys, viewers, if you guys have any questions for me or Boredom, go ahead and drop them in the chat, and we can talk about that question. Any question about us, or maybe about the upcoming topic, which is pansexuality and demisexuality, go ahead and ask them in the comments, and I'll go ahead and raise them here
in the chat. Yeah.
Comments. YouTube. Okay, so let's see. Next question. Here we are. What games did you play when you started streaming?
Yeah, I already answered it.
Yeah, you were playing it earlier, right?
I was mostly playing like random stuff. I was always trying to be a variety streamer. Ended up streaming a lot of Pokemon Randomizer and Pokemon fan games, and then I started playing Dead by Daylight as well for a bit, and that was the mainly stuff I was streaming. And then when I came back, I started streaming again variety stuff, whatever game I enjoyed, mainly JRPGs, because that's my favorite genre to play. And yeah.
Okay, so as for me, when I started, I was playing exclusively Warframe because I wanted to be a Warframe partner. that didn't turn out well, so I just decided, what the heck, I'm gonna play with my own thing. Oh, I should probably answer the question earlier as well, wherein what the reason I wanted to start streaming, it's because I might as well stream while I'm playing games, because I do nothing but play games.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, Kabagi has a question. Let me see. Oop. Let me put it up. Did it come up?
Both my characters.
There we go. Guess I'll ask, do you plan to act slightly different between both of your characters?
Well, I don't have 2 characters.
Yeah,
so I'm not sure what to mention.
Technically,
about that.
you only have one character, which is Nisei. But I guess the question they have is because sometimes they do get confused. Some of the viewers do get confused when they go to your channel, because they think that the little pig in the corner is actually your character, and because of the Boredom name.
He is a character, but he's more like my mascot pet.
Yeah, so
I take care of. Like, he is not a streaming avatar.
So
like, he is just that. I'm not sure if Kabagi means another character besides those, but yeah, Nisei is the only one that is there, and I don't intend to act differently because Nisei is part of me. So I will just be like I always was, just showing a different side of me.
Mm-hmm. So segueing on that topic, there's actually this question. What's the name of the small pig on your streams?
It's called Pit.
All right, let me
P-I-T-T.
Let me show the audience. Here he is.
Ah, he got all the. Even the Luigi's mentioned 3-1.
So if you guys have been to Boredom's streams, you probably have noticed this little character sometimes on the corner of his screen or on his loading and end screens. It's not. So yeah.
No, there's 3 cuties on this
stream.
Yeah,
once again, the question is, what's the name of the small pig? It is
Pit.
Yeah. How do you spell it? There we go. Pit. His name's Pit. He's so cute. He's very small.
Yeah, he's really small. Yeah.
And guys, I did not my character. I did not steal my character based off Pit. Okay, I'm original. I'm white. I'm white. I'm Snow White and
different colors.
And Pit is what is its color? Very light blue. Okay.
It's light blue, lighter blue, and a little bit darker blue. It's all blues.
Yes. Thus, No, no, not sus. I'm not sus.
Well, if they would see if they know how my other persona looks like, then they could say like they could ask even more questions there. Because funny enough, we have never talked with each other, and it just developed side by side. It's like they're pretty similar.
So how did you come up with Pit?
With Pit, I wanted to have a cute little mascot, and then I sit together with my best friend, and we were like, I like pigs. I like shoats. Let's make a shoat. And then we were just starting to play around, and this little guy came out of it. So yeah, and then that's how Pit came into existence. And since then, he is part of the stream. Like he is way longer part of the stream than anything else.
True.
He is longer part of the stream than my animated self, which is now not a thing anymore, and way longer than Nisei was.
Yeah, I've seen that new Be Right Back animation that you have for him. It's so cute.
Yeah.
You guys should really check out Boredom's channel, so you can see more of the cute Pit. Yeah, just Pit. Just go for Pit. I'm joking. It's great. Let's see.
I plan to call all my watch viewers and subscribers my little piggies, because I will take care of everyone.
Yeah, little piggies. And now someone has to be the big bad wolf, blow the house down.
Well, you're going with that one. So I was like, no, when those lambs? Oh, you mean the three little piggies? Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, let's see. Kabagi actually has this comment. Ironically, both of you have bored in the title name.
Well,
you mean in the username, right? Not the same. It actually segues to this question that we have, which is why Boredome?
It's a wordplay.
Yeah.
Because I like boars, and boredom because I started to stream out of boredom. And I then said, like, I want to have something with bore in it, and I made a wordplay out of it, and then I came up with Boredome. And if you actually check out my channel and my header, when you look at I should host you as well. When I'm offline, there's actually a drawing of a Boredome. It's visible on my Twitter as well. And that's where we're living in. A cute little Boredome, and with a lot of land around it for the piggies to run around.
So Boredome is technically where you're living in.
Yeah, it's like it's a wordplay turned into a living space, because the living space part was not planned in the beginning, but now it's a thing.
And guys, I see your comments over there. No, I did not get the idea of the board plays from Boredome. I made it before I met Boredome. Okay, I'm not sus.
You're thinking too alike. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, there's barely anything you can do with the word bore. There's barely anything you can do.
Well, we had an idea just before we started streaming. I think you should go on that one. Like
board,
that one is really
board
interesting.
Games. I'd be the board games. But what if I play nothing but card games? I'll be the cardboard.
You could be cardboard as well, yeah.
Cardboard.
That is funny as well. Cardboard, board games. Like that's some funny wordplays there.
Funny enough, when I was looking for names for my viewers, someone suggested that I call my viewers my cardboard stands, because they're thinking that I'm streaming to just a bunch of cardboard stands.
Shut up.
In the room was, I did not copy Boredome. I said, I did not. Oh, hi, Boredome. Oh, God. That's so funny. All right, let's see. Back to the... I hope I clicked the right one. There we go. Ah, it's the right one. All right. Oh, we have another question, which is... Very simple question. Just a random question someone asked. Coffee or tea? Do you prefer coffee or tea?
Tea. That's an simple answer. I don't like coffee. I don't like the taste of coffee.
I can't drink coffee, so I have no choice but to drink tea. Wait, that's the Fuga OST, isn't it? You're playing? Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Like I don't like the flavor. I don't like the flavor of coffee, and
yes.
a lot of people are like, you should drink coffee, and whenever I drank coffee, it was with milk, a lot of milk and sugar, so I don't taste the coffee. I was like, what is the point in drinking coffee then? I can just drink tea. It tastes better anyways.
True. There's more like variations to tea anyways, right? So far my current favorite is ginger tea. I like ginger tea.
I liked black tea for a very long time. I'm a big fan of mint tea. I have right now like a mint honey blend I'm using, which is really tasteful. I'm really okay with with fruit flavors for tea as well. I want to get a little bit more into it, like in green tea as well, learning the right way of cooking it and getting the right teapot and stuff. But it's all kind of expensive, so I kind of pushed it away.
Speaking of tea, do you like milk tea?
Milk tea is nice as well, yeah. Like black tea with some milk in it is nice.
I kind of like avoid milk tea because I don't know. Maybe I'm just boomer. I'm like, milk tea. What the heck is that? How dare you put that right next to my ginger tea? No, none of those boba things.
If you're a boomer, then what am I? You're younger than me.
You're a more refined version of boomer. I'm just boomer. Technically, we're both boomers. Yes, technically, but he's
yeah, it's pretty close on age, right?
Yeah. We're about
like 2 years or something.
1 to 2 years apart, something around that.
It's so silly. We're like 1 to 2 years apart in age. We have so many things in common. I'm not sure if I should say this on stream, but when we the first time started talking with each other, we just spent one day talking back and forth, and we were like, yeah, I think the same. Yeah, I'm doing the same. Yeah, I'm thinking the same. Just back and forth, whole a freaking one day long. And you're like,
yeah, that was a fun day. We talked about everything, and basically it's like, oh, what's your favorite thing? And it's like, oh, me too. I'm just like saying, what is this? Am I meeting a doppelganger?
It was so silly, and I think the best example is that our first personas look so close to each other as well.
We look very similar.
So crazy.
I know.
Like I could give you a picture of mine. You can show it if you want to. Just have to find it on my hard drive.
We can show it later.
So crazy. Yeah, it's not that hard to find. I just have to find the right folder.
And I gotta say, for those that actually know me in real life, me and Boredom look almost the same. It's just like saying that I'm just the Asian version of Boredom.
Yeah, and you're a little bit chunkier than I think. Just a small little bit.
Yes.
But besides that, we have both long dark hair.
Yes.
We have dark eyes.
We have dark beard. Dark beard.
It's crazy. I think we even have the same scar, don't we?
Yeah, we have the same scars. Some of the scars.
Yeah, like
it's uncanny. It's very uncanny how similar it is. I guess it's really true that you can eventually meet a doppelganger. Now I have to just defeat Boredom and gain all his life energy.
Let's go with one of the pictures I won from a really good artist where I was really proud of having. I won that one and I was like, oh my god. People were actually jealous about me having part from him.
All right, hang on. Let me pull up the commercial screen while I grab that picture. All right, here we go. Oop.
I love this one. If it's Wiggly and Jiggly, it's proper Kawagi. I love this. It's such a great idea.
Do you love my patented coffee stirrer? Yes, it's my patented coffee stirrer. There's my coffee for me.
Laughing so much when you put that out. It was crazy.
All right, let's see. Let me throw it here on the screen. So this is your old character. Actually, you could practically say that it's like Pit's dad.
Yeah, they have the same colors. Kind of the same colors, but not all of them are the same. And it's not my old character. He's still part of me. It's just another side of me.
Hi.
I just slowly started taking him off from the internet because a lot of shit happened, and only usually my best friends know him, which I'm okay with.
So basically, your old character was just me after I fell into some blue ink.
Well, I have amber eyes as well, and I have dark tusks, and they come from the lower jaw. Yours on the upper jaw. But besides that, yeah. And I have actually long hair. It's not just visible really on this.
Also, this is by Hazel. Hazel of all people. I can see why people got jealous.
Yep.
Yes.
Like he had like a commission open, and he was doing the stuff in like, yeah, if you want a commission, sign up here, and then I just randomly choose 3, and I was one of them. And I was like, what?
Hazel is this very well known Pokemon fan artist. He loves to draw a lot of Pokemon stuff. And yes, he also draws not safe for work stuff, but it's only on Patreon. All right, let's see.
I haven't watched him in a long time, to be honest.
He hasn't really been posting that much. All right,
but I remember still like his story with the Charmander, and I think it was a Totodile.
Yeah, the Totodile and Charmander comic one. That's my favorite ones. Then let's see. Well, even though we have like a lot of things that are similar, we also do have lots of differences, and one of them is the fact that you're demisexual and I am pansexual.
Well, I was thinking I was pansexual as well for a very long time, since I put a little bit more thought into it. Like, I started with finding my sexuality, and I thought it was bisexual, but I never put the difference in it. So then at some point, someone pointed me a direction that is pansexual. And I'm like, oh, okay, let's look it up. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense, because I actually don't care about gender, size, anything. And then I think last year I started talking with someone about it again, because that person was asexual, and I had never the chance to talk with someone who was asexual. So I was interested and started talking with them. And then they were asking me back how it's for me, and I answered them, and they're like, that sounds like demisexual. It's like, what? I haven't heard that before. Let me check it.
All right.
Like, yeah, it sounds actually the right way. It works for me.
So there's actually this question, because a lot of people tend to mix up pansexual and demisexual. What's the difference between pansexual and demisexual?
It's pretty hard to explain, I think. Like, pansexual is the case that you actually don't have any big preferences in anything. Like, you don't care if it's male or female. You don't care if it's like any kind of race. You don't care of background. You don't care of size. Of course, you have some preferences in how someone look, but still, you can still fall in love with someone who doesn't fit at all your usual preferences. And that is what I always understand in pansexual, and it was always the case for me. And demisexual is that you can only have an intimate connection with someone if you know them for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, there is actually no real intimate connection to another person, which is then, of course, makes it a little bit. What the biggest example I always have is, I was young. I tried no one-night stands like everyone does at some age, and it did nothing for me. Like, it literally did nothing for me. I had no pleasure out of it. So I tried it twice, and I was like, yeah, no, that's not for me. And I just thought it was just not for me, and never put more thought into it. And now that I know what demisexual is, I know that it comes from that I really need a connection to someone before anything can happen.
So basically, the textbook description of pansexuality and demisexuality is that pansexuality is that you can be sexually attracted to any gender, any race, basically no preferences.
Yeah,
while
like I said.
while demisexuality is you are only sexually attracted to people that you have strong connections to, intimate relationships with, I believe. So
yeah, you have a strong relationship with, like, strong relationship in love. Like, I explained it in the way that it's like you explained it pretty well in one of my streams when someone was asking it. It's like an affection meter in a game.
The Sims.
Like I know someone and they're just on a low stage, and then if I know them for a little bit longer and they're like at like 4 or 5, then I start to develop more feelings to them, and then it doesn't stop. It reaches all the way to 10, and then there is the sexual attraction that appears with that, which is of course a double-sided sword, because for me it doesn't stop with friendship. It just keeps going, and then I'm in a situation with having a great friend and have feelings for them, but no, this will not happen.
Yeah. So I want to explain it in layman's terms to the rather horny chat here. So I'm gonna explain it in layman's terms, okay? So pansexual, me, the board boar, pansexual, the board boar, will fuck anything and anyone, even if I don't love them, because I'm a slut, I guess. Then boredom will. What?
Yeah, and I hear that it actually can coexist as well. You can be pansexual and demisexual at the same time, because demisexual doesn't mean that you can be attracted to everyone, because I can be attracted to everyone. Like, I can be attracted to every gender and everything, but it is connected with demisexual that I have to build a connection first, that it works. So being one or the other doesn't mean that you can't be both either.
Yeah. So basically, you have both pansexuality and demisexuality, and I'm just pansexual but not demisexual. That's basically a way to put it. Boredom would only unlock the sex scene if he gets 10 relationship points.
Yeah. Only with 10 relationship points.
So basically, you're a visual novel, and I'm a sex simulator.
Sex simulator. Sex simulator. One of those really corny furry games that are on Steam. They walk around naked and sex everything.
Yeah, I'm the generic furry. I'm the generic furry yift game, and you're the really well written visual novel. Oh, a hentai game. Exactly. I'm a hentai game.
Is that weird? I think it is that weird furry adventure game where you walk around naked and can just sex everything.
There is so many of that. Mostly platformers.
It's so dumb.
It's funny. It's funny. I just find it hilarious. All right, so
I didn't even mean the platformer. Like, I think there's a 3D open world adventure game.
Oh wow! Wow, really?
Just walk around naked, and then if you find someone, you can just sex them. It's so weird. Like, I don't see the appeal in it.
I should download it. All right, so here's another question. Here it is. Here it is. It's for you. As a demisexual, did you ever find yourself having feelings towards someone who doesn't feel the same way towards you?
All the time.
All the time. All the time.
I already explained it. Like for me, it doesn't stop. Like if I have a great friend, like it happens a lot when I have had like a best friend. It at some point slipped into more feelings to them and sexual attraction, and I knew like, well, this is a great friend, and I know they're not gay. Like there's nothing I can do about this, and it's not really a nice feeling because you're just in a stop position and you can't move forward or backward. Like all my best friends I had in my youth after my puberty, I ended up falling in love with, and yeah, you have to learn dealing with it.
Yeah, it can actually be very tough. And the thing is, when you're like attracted to someone who you feel like isn't really attracted back to you, it can really hurt. It can really hurt a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah,
because it's all the time. At some point, you get used to it.
yeah.
As brutal as it sounds.
That's why nowadays what I do personally is basically I would walk up to a person, like if I find them hot, I'd be like, "Hey, you're totally hot. I would like to fuck you. You have a nice ass. If you're into that, here's my number. But if you're not, okay, just bye. But just wanted to say you have a nice ass."
That takes a lot of courage doing something like that.
It's either courage or insanity.
Well, that is a small line between those two.
Yes. Well, like, why trouble myself with all these feelings when I can just be done with it?
But did that question remind me of Clark's weirdly morbid questions? Okay.
If you're respectful about it. I mean, I have done that before. We were in I believe I was in a movie line in the mall, and then this guy about three people away from me in the front had a really nice ass. So I just left the line. I told my friends, "Hang on, I'm gonna check on this guy." I'm like, "Hey, dude, you have a really nice ass." I tried that. He didn't return. He said, "I appreciate the compliment, but no, I'm not gay." Okay, bye.
It was a nice answer.
Yes.
It could have gone south way worse.
Surprisingly, more people are open about it nowadays. All right.
Depends where you are.
Here is another question. How did you realize that you're pansexual, demisexual? I think you already answered this earlier.
Yeah, like I said, it was like just slowly getting into it. Like I got into puberty and I realized that I get feelings for my best friend, and I was like, I think I'm not just heterosexual. There's more. And then I thought I was bisexual without any preferences because my first relationship was with a girl.
Ah.
And I just thought it was bisexual without any preferences. And then I realized that actually not caring for the gender or anything else is not normal. Or like, not normal is the wrong word, but it's not the norm.
Yeah.
In bisexual. So I looked a little bit more into it and then found that pansexuality existed and thought, oh, this works. And then demisexuality popped in like 1 year ago when I started talking with someone and they put me into that direction after explaining how it works for me.
As for me, I'll actually give the most simple answer into how I found out I was pansexual. I basically opened up Pornhub, watched videos, and my PP get hard on both.
Yeah, that could be still bisexual.
Yeah, this could be bisexual, but then later on, I'm like, the moment that Tumblr started throwing out all these other stuff like non-binary, etc., I'm just like, why do I care? If I'm having fun, I'm having fun. If I'm gonna have a swell time, then I'll have a swell time. I don't care if you have a dick or a pussy or whatever. Yes, I am. I'm just horny boar.
He's just a horny boar. That's your answer.
Yes.
His sexuality is horny boar.
Swollen time rather. hey, hey. I said swell time, not swollen time. All right, let's see. Another question here we have. Oh, this one's done. Here it is. Did you ever struggle with your identity being a pansexual, demisexual?
Not really.
For me, I had
like the moment I came out with my sexuality back in the day, where I still thought it was bisexual. Since then, I was just content. Like a lot of people don't realize how hard it is to come out, not only for the fact that you put yourself out to loved ones and are scared how they react to you. It's the same as like accepting yourself in that process, how you are. And yeah, since then I was actually just content with myself, and then didn't have any troubles with like identifying myself with the right sexuality. It was more like, oh wait, what is this? Oh, this sounds interesting. Read. This is like me. I think I'm that. It's not like that I struggled identifying with it. It's more like finding the right one from the options we have.
Yep. You just gotta fill out your class form. You gotta change class. No, not change class. You just figure out what your class was the whole time.
Yeah. I'm a bard. No, wait.
I'm a bard. No, wait. I'm actually a death knight. As for me, it's actually much more difficult coming from my end because Asian country, Asian culture. So basically, it's not even during the pansexual time. It's the part where I had to come out as gay, because I started off as gay, and I basically had a hard time because it's like it's not normal. It like if you do that, you'll embarrass the family, those kind of things. And I'm just like, for the longest time, I've basically been like hiding it, hiding the fact that I'm like, even hiding the fact that I'm like sexual, because it's like being a sexual person is kind of like looked down upon in in a religious country like mine, basically. So, oh, did we lose? You there?
I'm still here, yeah.
Okay, I thought you lost you. Right, so yeah.
No, it's just like it depends what kind of country. I don't think it's depending on religious.
Nah, it's more like here.
It's like what kind of religious belief it is and how strong that religious belief is.
Oh, it's very strong here.
Because when I came out to my mother, because she was the one who taught me all the time that everyone has the same value. It doesn't mean what it is. And she reacted pretty badly on it, very badly, more bad than I expected. And then much later, I came out to my father because I was really scared about it, because he is from Spain, and Spain is like really strongly Catholic. And I was like, I can't lose my father. If I lose my father, it's over. And he was actually completely accepting and nice, and never had an issue with that. So it is not religion equals no acceptance. It's just more like the teaching of how the religion is taught is the thing that makes it difficult.
Yeah. Because on my end, when I came out to my mom, she basically said, "Huh? But you still like girls, right?" And that was the time when I came out as gay. So I was like, and I'm like, yeah, but yeah. And then it became, there was basically a lot of times where she would just like push the idea of me going for girls instead. But the fact that I don't know, I think eventually they kind of gave up halfway, because me bringing in all these men to my house. Okay,
the men are so much more fun. I'm sorry to say that, but like, yeah, they're so much more fun.
I just have very
different to them.
I just have very high standards when it comes to like women. So if I would only probably do a woman if she's like super muscular, extra
Oh, that's interesting.
taller. I want an Amazonian goddess with ripped muscles to crush me.
That's interesting. But what I like, what wanted to say?
I'm not into those like beautiful, slender, sexy Coca-Cola body. No, give me I work out
Shut
at the
up.
gym 24/7. Vampire Lady from RE.
No, don't awaking that stupid meme again. God.
The Vampire Lady. Okay. So
She
sure
was so boring.
the Vampire Lady, the very tall Vampire Lady, sure, but that's not enough. I need her to be like totally ripped. I need her to have like muscles that I can see.
Like, yeah, no, I'm fine.
Bodybuilder, give me bodybuilder. That's my type of woman.
That vampire lady was so boring.
I think the reason why I'm so much into that kind of woman is because of the fact that as a kid I watched so much WWE. You know WWE? Yeah, and my favorite wrestler had always been China. I don't know if you guys know China. China is this female wrestler, really really buff female wrestler, and really loved her. Then I also watched a show that she was on, which was Xena Warrior Princess. I watched a lot of shows that had really buff women, and I'm like, yeah,
that could be it actually, because considering if you watch that in your puberty and grow up with that, that is a big indicator of what you like in older preferences.
Yes. That show was good. I believe there was another show called American Warrior. American Warrior was basically the show wherein it's American Gladiator. American Gladiator. There was like lots of buff men, women, and they would just duke it out. But like basically almost like felt like fight to the death. While everyone was watching Legends of the Hidden Temple, I was watching American Gladiator as a kid.
Takeshi's Castle.
Yeah, Takeshi's Castle. I didn't get to see Takeshi's Castle. I didn't even know Takeshi's Castle existed. As a kid, I thought only America existed.
Takeshi's Castle was so much fun.
All right, let's see. Oh, here it is. Here's another question. Have either of both of you been in the dating scene recently? How has being pansexual, demisexual affected you in that regard?
I'm not in the dating scene at all. Mostly because it doesn't bring me anything.
I wouldn't call it I'm in the dating scene. I'm more in the cruising scene. Cruising basically is just when you're looking for some fun.
Yeah, that's what I can't do.
That doesn't really matter in cruising that much, because being pansexual, demisexual, no one asks you about that in cruising, because you're not gonna stay long. You're just there for like some fun, like a one night stand or something like that.
Yeah, and that's something I would not be able to do because I don't get anything out of it. And dating, not really. Like, I have someone that is pretty close to my heart at the moment, and I don't feel any necessary work to go and find someone else. So, yeah. No, not really.
Plus, dating takes a lot of work. You gotta gotta do the courting. You gotta get some gifts, and you gotta go to this and that. How's the dating scene like over there, anyways?
In Germany.
Yeah, in Germany. How do people date there in Germany? I'm actually curious now.
Just go out to places, do stuff you both enjoy. It's mostly what you do in datings.
And then
dating scenes.
And then when they're together, they just stay together and until when it stops, right? Or something like that.
Virginia and it stops.
Because the Filipino dating scene is ridiculous. I get so annoyed with the Filipino dating scene, especially if you're dating women here in the Philippines. It gets crazy. It's basically like when you date someone in the Philippines, it's just like, oh my god, first monthsary, first, oh my god, second weeksary, weeksary, daysary, and I'm like, no, stop that. And then I see all these posts like back in high school. I hated it so much. It's like I'm like sitting down with all my friends, and then they start babbling. Oh my god, me and this guy, we're already celebrating our second weeksary. Oh my god, and I'm just like, it just makes me writhe.
Yeah. I have to go. What? Why? Because I have to barf. See
Oh
you
my-
later. It's like no. Like if I had a girlfriend who would go with that, I would just get her at her freaking collar and would have throw her out of my apartment. Like, yeah, no, I don't want to meet you anymore. Have a nice life. I don't need this.
I actually
like it's so much easier. Like in my experience, it's so much easier to
I think
be with other guys because it's so much more relaxing.
Yeah. No offense to the girls, but I guess I just find it easier to date guys or be with guys. It's because less demanding, less scary. I think
you know what you want. You know what you want to keep. You have your
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
on your sleeves. Like they just you just say straight up what you want. It's not the whole like tiptoeing around a topic.
Yeah, and at least
trying to figure out what she actually wants right now.
And they're actually
like,
very direct. They're very direct when it comes to like paying for food. It's like, oh, I'll pay for the food. Like, I don't have money. They're just like, I don't have money. Can you pay? Okay, sure.
If they would do that to me, I would just leave. I would literally just leave. I would pay my meal. Like, well, you should have thought about that before you ordered food. or asked me before we ate, not after. So have a nice day. Try to figure something out with them. I'm going home now.
Have a nice day. Get your own Uber. Get your own Uber.
Like, what? You don't order food without having money with you, and then expecting that the other person pays for you. What?
I think my last ever relationship with a girl, I think it kind of made me scared a bit because I think basically she was scary. My last girlfriend was very scary because when I would eat like eat a burger and then throw the wrapper away, she would grab the wrapper, put it in a plastic bag, and then put it in her purse. And then like if I drink like from a cup or something, she would also grab the cup and then put it in a bag. And I'm like, where are you taking those? It's like she says she would like say something like, oh, this has your DNA. And then there was this one time that I went out with some friends to the movies, and then she started asking, who was that with you? Who are they? Like, huh? Like, what do you mean? It's like
that is yandere territory.
Yeah, it is yandere. I never realized like before dating her, I actually thought yanderes were like, oh my god, yanderes are so fun and awesome. And now I'm like, no, I'm fucking scared. I'm scared for my life.
At the moment I encountered yandere for the first time in like anime, I'm like, what the fuck? No, get out of here. Why are you even staying around? What? No. That's not no. And my experience with girls is not great experience. I can list every single relationship I had with girls, and all of them ended badly in a really stupid way. So I'm done with them actually at the moment. I'm not looking for them at all.
I would probably date a lesbian. I want to date a lesbian. I want to try dating a lesbian. I don't know, like during high school, the people I usually hung out with were the weird people. Quotation mark weird, the gays and the lesbians and the nerds and everything.
In quotes, weird.
Yes. Weird quotation mark. All right, let's see. I think that segue went on too much.
No, we have time.
Let's see. No, I mean, like, I'm gonna go to the next question. Here's the next question. Dun, 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 dun.
That was my question, Kabak. Like, how are you going to make this work? But he dodged it.
Wait, let me say. No, I'm gonna bring that question. How do you date a lesbian when she's not into men? Kabagi. Even if a person is a lesbian, there's such a thing as called as friends with benefits. I don't know if you've heard that, Kabagi.
Yeah, but it doesn't work with lesbians either. They're
No,
only attracted to other women.
Yeah, but I'm like, there's just like some lesbians that are, I don't know. It's weird because I had a friend who was lesbian. Like, really, she was only into women, but at the same time, she's like, you're the only man I would ever have feelings for, and I'm like, damn.
Then she is not a lesbian. Then she is bi with a strong female tendency.
I like Hawaiian Pizza's term, which is homo flexible.
Homo flexible.
Homo flexible. I mean, would it be gay? Because I had a straight friend that I had a thing with, that we did the thing, and then he was like, that was my first and only ever experience, and I'm glad that you were the one that I got to do it with. And I'm like,
he was curious and then realized, yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah,
that stuff exists.
He did it.
Be curious. Like, there are so many nuances in like exploring your sexuality.
Yeah,
that
basically
exists. It's just like,
funny enough, he did it before his wedding. He basically like he was like, he sent me a message. He was like, dude, I want to make sure that I won't regret anything. So please, dude, let me try it with you.
That is heavy. Like, if he would have enjoyed it and would have like, I think I'm more into a man, then the whole wedding just like, well, I guess I'm not getting I don't have a wedding tomorrow. Like, it was crazy. It was the last second, I guess. It was either now in that situation or never, and he thought like, better now.
He did say he had lots of fun, and then he said he would always treasure it. And then I blocked him. I blocked him because I was scared that he was gonna ask someday, "Hey, can we meet?" Like, oh no. You're getting married. Go get married. Yeah. Go get married. Yeah. Do not interact with me anymore. Go get married, please.
You shouldn't have needed to block him, but yeah, I get why.
I block him because I need to prevent his temptations. I'm sorry if you can't reject me. I'm just too sexy. Kidding.
You wanted to put up another question. I think this question is answered.
But
that weird question of, if she's a lesbian, you can't be flourish.
I'm sorry, I'm just so attractive.
If they are be curious, like your friend, it makes sense, because then you want to try it out, and
they just want to try it out.
Curious about it, and and then they are bisexuals who are heavy on one side, and then just have like now and then someone they still feel connected with from the other gender.
The one thing I would probably never ever do is, because I had a female friend before who asked if, hey, can we try doing it bareback? And then and I'm like, no, I don't want to get you pregnant, you fucking whore.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to pay for a kid.
No,
I don't want to. Yeah,
I don't want children. If you want to take the risk, go to someone else.
Yep. Yeah. I have like pretty much a lot of my friends, like classmates. They got married super early because they did things.
Yeah, joking. Like the teens who think pulling out is
their pull-out game. Fuck no, pull-out game doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work because you already put semen in there before you come, and a lot of people don't realize that.
I'm gonna tell. I just saw Kabagi's comment, and I want to tell the chat a bit of a horror story. So, guys, I actually had a friend where the mom basically, because it's from a rich family, not actually more rich than Kabagi, but basically the mom's was like, it's okay that you're gay, son, but I still need a grandchild. So so like the mom just like basically the mom just basically brought in like like a woman from like I think she was a prostitute, and then they're like, okay, son, now do it here in front of me, so that I can have a grandchild at least. Woman, I will pay you 100,000 pesos so that you can bear this child, and I will have my grandchild. Son, after this, you can be with your man lover, whatever.
That is against the law in Germany, by the way.
Is it is scary. It is scary.
What the law in Germany? Surrogate mothers are not allowed.
Asian,
both of them agree.
Yeah, Asian mothers are like really, not particularly Asian mothers, but Asian mothers that are like have very high status. They're scary. I'm scared of them. Let's see. Oh, here's another.
Someone rich in Kabaki. I'm not rich.
That's a lie, like Kabi. That's a lie.
Going around here.
I still remember, Kabagi, the moment that you were like, wait, you don't have swimming pools at your homes? No, Kabagi, not everyone has a swimming pool at their home.
I never had a swimming pool at my home, ever, in my life.
Let's see. Next question. Well, my sister said that, not me. Any words of advice for people who may be struggling with your sexual identity?
Don't feel rushed. I think is my strongest advice. Don't feel rushed. You will figure it out with time. It took me a long time to figuring it out correctly as well. Just go with the flow and experience, and then at some point you will have that click moment. Like, yeah, I think that's fitting for me. And even then, it can happen that like 3, 4, 5 years later, you stumble over something else, and like, I think this works more, and it's nothing wrong with that. Just take your time and and don't feel rushed.
Yeah, especially with younger people nowadays. I realize that there's a lot of people who are like suddenly just like they just like, let's say they just like turned 6 or 7 and they're like, oh my god, I'm like non-binary or this and that, and it's just like, give it time to like you really learn more about yourself first before you do declare anything that.
Some people realize it soon. Like there's the example of transgender. Like those realize it pretty soon.
Yeah, that's some that realize it soon, but
those are a special case because usually they are getting born and feeling wrong all the time.
Yeah.
So those are a special case, but
there's no rush.
Puberty is usually your first time when you should start interacting with that thought and figuring out stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, like I started thinking I was bisexual, and then I started thinking I was pansexual for most of my life, and now I switched to demisexual because I'm pretty sure that is fitting. That was just last year, and I'm 34 years old. So there is no rush, and there is no wrong either. As long as you think it's right, it's right.
Mm-hmm. And
there is no humiliation if you switch at some point because you think this is more right. It is all just a thing of your belief.
Yeah. And then the moment that you've already found what you are, like realize more about yourself, just own it. You don't have to be scared too much about being yourself, because in the end, you're the one who looks out for yourself.
That's easier said than done. like doing that step takes a lot of courage, especially if we are talking about like realizing that you're gay
especially
and then you're
with
coming out.
parents, yeah, etc. But
It takes a lot of courage, and at some point you have to tackle it because you can't live a lie. The only thing I can say is once it came out and
once it's out,
I
just
came
own it.
out, it was such a relief on my consciousness that it was finally out and I could finally like
Breathe.
be myself without being worried
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
But again, there is no need of a rush there. Like if it's too soon, it's too soon. You will feel the right moment when you're relieving it, when you're coming out, and yeah.
But the moment you're out, go party.
The moment you go out,
the moment you're out, go party. Like, oh,
everyone has this different timing. As long as you are,
I think the worst timing,
forcing it, is everything is fine.
I think the worst timing is when someone else finds out. Like, you weren't planning on coming out yet, but then someone walks in and then they find out. I think that's the worst timing.
Well, it kind of happened for me, kind of like that.
True.
Not to my family. Like my family didn't know.
Pizza came out when he was 28. Ah.
Like it came out with me. I think what was I 20, 21, something like that. It was on a school trip. I was drunk and I slipped.
You said it while you were drunk.
I slipped. My tongue slipped. That I said he with instead of she.
Talking about the partner.
And I was like, you know what? It's now out. I just keep going. And it was out, and it gave me a lot of troubles at school, but I didn't care because it was out finally. And then I told my mother, and then later I told my father.
Wait, what was that? What was that weird silence? Yeah. I think it's just really
don't rush it.
Yeah, don't rush it.
That is my only advice in finding yourself, your identity. Don't rush it. You will find it.
Take your time.
It will not run away from you. You will find it at some point. Just don't rush it.
I would actually be scared if my identity ran away from me.
And there it goes again. Time to hunt.
Oh no, my gayness. My gayness has run away from me. I'm starting to think straight. Oh no.
Oh no. The pain.
Kabagi says, raise your hand if you haven't been yourself really me. That's just because you're very scared about a bunch of thoughts. Your mom knows. Your mom knows, Kabagi.
I lost something I couldn't live without my sexual identity.
Oh no. Imagine if you were just like suddenly like one day you wake up and you're like, oh my god, I don't feel gay anymore.
This is all those really old ways of thinking we are going into territory right now. like I teach you not to be gay anymore. Like kind of thinking. Oh my god, 1980s.
Those are like concentration camps and stuff.
Oh god,
I'm surprised those still exist. God.
Yeah, they try to get ahead of it and they not exist anymore, but there are still some who think that is the right way.
I don't like those things. But yeah, take your time, and when you're finally out, celebrate yourself for being yourself.
That is another thing, Kabagi. Like hissing at straight content. Ugh. Like I don't get it. Like if I don't like it and don't look at it, doesn't mean that I have to put out some ways of.
I find that weird.
Content.
I don't think that's like. I mean, I know a lot of gay people, and then we watch stuff like Game of Thrones, and then there's like straight sex in Game of Thrones, and we're like, cool. We just like go, oh, cool. They have sex scenes.
It's like this stupid hate. Stupid hate.
Stop with the hate. Stop with the hate.
Nation that is just building more and more, and it's not something I support. Like, if I don't like it, I don't look at it. Done. I don't have to go on a tirade on saying why I'm hating it because no one cares.
Yep. hate takes more energy and effort. So why hate when you can love, or just not care? It's just two people enjoying themselves. You don't have to say, "Oh my god, gross."
But I got taught when I was a child is not to judge someone as long as they don't hurt anyone with what they're doing. Then there's nothing wrong with it.
Not to judge someone.
Yeah, not to judge someone.
I'm
That's what I
sorry.
got taught.
I almost misheard it. I thought it was not to touch someone. I was like, what?
No, don't to judge someone. As long as they don't hurt anyone with what they're doing, there is no reason to hate them.
Yep.
Or judge them.
Yep.
They can do whatever they want.
Yep. So what people are saying, if I have a meat cleaver. No, nothing. Never mind.
Well, I said as long as you don't hurt someone. And I think meat cleaver indicates that.
What if I'm hurting the meat cleaver? I'm punching the meat cleaver.
Now we're going on a freaking rhetorical philosophical way here.
Yes.
The meat cleaver has feelings.
Oh my god, I'm hurting the meat. I throw insults at the meat cleaver. You're useless. You can't cut anything but meat. We're going into existential levels now.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I think we have one last question.
No, we have one last question. We have 3 questions already.
What do you think of your younger self? What do you think your younger self 10 years ago would say and or think if they saw how you are currently? Whew.
Good for you.
The younger you would say good for you?
I think 24 years ago I was in a pretty bad situation. 24 years, 10 years ago was a pretty bad situation. So yeah, my life is not dandy right now, but it's still better than it was 10 years ago. So I'm pretty sure that would be happy for me.
I think on my end it's like the opposite. My younger self would look at me and like he would ask, "Really? Really?" Lots of question marks, and then it's like, "I'm disappointed in you." He would say it, "I'm disappointed in you," and I'm like, I would tell my younger self, "Well, I'm disappointed in you." I just pick a fight with my younger self.
10 years ago, I was in a
That's
really
not that far.
place.
That's not far. 10 years ago isn't that far for me. 10 years ago
10
kind of
ago,
feels
I was in a
recent.
really, really dark place. So yeah,
Mm.
there would probably be envy. They want to be in my spot already.
He would.
It was 10 years ago.
He would live inside you. He would like crawl in your corpse. Sorry, I'm going weird direction now.
Like yeah,
I guess for me,
I really had like really strong depressions back then. I had a really hurtful and painful relationship back then. Yeah, I was really rock bottom 10 years ago. So
I guess for me, 10 years ago just feels a bit too recent for me. And if this was 15 years ago, then I would be the same as Boredom. Because 15 years ago was my dark place. Dun, 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 dun.
Again, I don't know how old they think we are.
Yes, they don't know.
We're over 30 years old.
No, I'm 20.
Like 10 years ago, it's like I was 24.
No, I'm 20. I'm 20 years season 11, guys. I'm 20 years season 11. That's my age.
I'm 34. So that was 20. I was 24 10 years ago.
Yes.
So 24. Most of this stuff you already have figured out. So
shut up, Toby. I'm 20 years season 11. I'm not old. All right.
So you are 30 years season 0 then in 3 years.
All right. Let's see. All right. I think those were all the
Is it piling up that you are then 20 years season 10 in
20 years
30.
Yes, that's how I celebrate my birthdays now. I just add a season number. I will never grow. Boar, I'm always 2 years younger than you. Damn it! All right. All right, so
you're younger than me. I don't know what your problem is here.
well, as you guys know, age equals wisdom. No. No. That's not true. That's not true because we have a lot of old people that don't really think. It's a joke. It's a joke, guys.
Trump.
No. Oh no. All right. So
I think he got dumber the older he got.
That proves the Boar's 54. No, not 54. Stop adding numbers.
What? You're 64?
No.
What?
I know it's 64. Oh no. All right. All right. So we're back here. Actually, since your title is the Boar, Judge, and Connoisseur, I would like you to help me score or rate certain Boar characters.
Oh.
So yes.
Okay. Didn't expect that.
Let's go. First character we have. Surprisingly, he's not really a Boar, but I don't know. I just wanted to count him in.
Yeah.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, how would you rate Roadhog here?
So a lot of points would be taken off because he is not actually a boar. He just has a pig mask on and a pig tattoo. So there would be of course like 5 points off already. The pig mask is kind of cute. You can tell he likes pigs as well. Or he wouldn't do that. It wouldn't look like that. So 3 probably. 3. He gets a 3 from me.
Nice. All right, next one. Okay, next one. Pumbaa.
Oh, he is a pig.
yes, he is. He is a pig. He is. Yep, out of 10.
Yeah,
this is out of 10.
No, he doesn't have a pig face after underneath the mask. No, Shadow. He has a normal human face. He is like over 60 years old and has, I think, a lot of scars actually over his face.
Yes, he does. So what about Pumbaa? How would you rate Pumbaa? What do you think of Pumbaa?
Well, it's pretty hard for me to rate Disney characters because I grew up with Disney movies and those are all just nostalgic to me. I don't like what they made him, that he made him into a joke, kinda. But it's not his fault.
I love Pumbaa. Pumbaa's my favorite, one of my favorite characters.
So I would probably go with an 8 here.
8, an 8 for Pumbaa, yay! All right, let's see. Next character, we have.
Oh my god! 15.
15. No, instant 15. Really huge.
So much. He was the reason I started watching Moana.
Oh, right. You're right.
So adorable.
I hated the fact that he was in a lot of promotional material, and in the promotional material, he was on the boat, but he didn't even go. He
yeah, you didn't saw much of him in the movie, but it is not something you can cut down of him. Like, he is so cute. Just look at him.
Yeah,
he is so adorable.
Moana basically pulled the surprise on us. Basically, they were like, "Oh, you thought this was the mascot character? No, it's the chicken."
Have I watched Lion King 1.5? I have watched Lion King 1, 2, and I think I watched 3, which is mainly the story about Pumbaa and Timon.
Yeah, 3 is the same as 1.5. That's the same one.
Okay. So yeah, I think I watched them, but it's been a very long time.
A very long time ago. Like, Pumbaa is actually the reason why I also watched Moana, but I was really upset because there wasn't much of Pumbaa. Instead, we got the chicken. But I did love the chicken.
Absolutely adorable.
Yes. All right, let's see. 15 for Pumbaa. Next, Porky Pig. How would you rate Porky Pig?
Oh god. 6? Probably
6 for
6.
Porky Pig. What about his
Like,
3?
and the issue is, I prefer more boars than I prefer domestic pigs. And well, he is a domestic pig, and I think again it's the same thing we had with Pumbaa, that they kind of made a joke out of him in the beginning. I don't think it's not the case anymore, but I haven't watched any Looney Tunes in probably over 20 years at this point.
Like there's like a 3D version of him that raps.
Oh god.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, probably 6.
All right, that's a 6 for
Probably
Porky Pig.
6.
Porky Pig was actually one of the, what do you call this, basis for my character, because basically like classic
The new Space Jam movie. I haven't watched that one yet.
Yeah, the new Space Jam movie. It was something.
Like, I don't know if I want to watch it because Space Jam is just so great. I don't want to put anything on both of it.
Yeah, you don't want to override your memories with something else. All right, let's see. Next one. It's Porco Rosso from Porco Rosso.
I actually like Porco Rosso.
Yeah.
Like, I actually recently watched the movie. Like,
oh.
I started watching all the Studio Ghibli movies this year that I haven't watched before. So I think like 3 months ago or so I watched Porco Rosso. And I actually liked his character. He was really nice designed. But again, it's Studio Ghibli. Most of their characters are nicely designed. Not surprised here. And I would go with 7.
7.
Because technically he is a human in a pig curse. He's not really a pig.
Still though, he's actually one of my favorite Ghibli characters as well. All right, next one. He has
a really nice character design. Like his character arc is really great. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched the movie, you should watch it.
Check it out. Check out Porco Rosso. If you guys love Ghibli movies, check out Porco Rosso. Very highly underrated.
The ending. The ending, I hate it.
All right, next one. One. This creature. Oh god.
With the 4 eyes, yeah. This is not a pig. It's just pink and has 4 eyes and weird ears.
This creature is something that I have to deal with almost every time now, because my niece and nephew watch this goddamn thing, and it's so weird.
You know the cursed movie, right? The cursed picture of looking at her straight ahead.
Oh god.
From the side. And because it looks like she has both her eyes on one side here.
Yeah.
And when she turns, it's again both of the eyes on the side. It's just 4 eyes, 2 eyes on each side.
I like Shadow's comment. It says, she's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment.
Just a moment of suffering and pain.
So fun fact, apparently a lot of
what?
A lot of kids nowadays, like even in the US, have started talking in an Australian accent because of Peppa Pig.
Yeah.
I read that scary.
Recently, and I was like,
that is fucking scary.
It's still better than what happens here in Germany.
Yeah.
Because of all the Turkish influence of all the people from Turkey who came here. All the youth took over like the weird Turkish slang, Turkish German slang, and it's horrible. It sounds so horrible.
That's just what happens. Media and stuff. All right. Next up. King Leonard from Angry Birds.
I can't say anything about it because I never watched the movies, actually. Yeah. So I can't really say anything about them.
All right. So if anyone's wondering why this is the photo I used, it's the only one I could find.
It's question mark. It's question mark for me. I really can't rate them. I don't know anything about its character. It's a green pig. It's all I know. So
the green pig from the Angry Birds.
I haven't even played the freaking mobile game. Like I can't say anything about this.
Each time I look at anything Angry Birds, I end up hearing the sound effects from Angry Birds. Like,
but I recently got told the movies are actually good, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I maybe should try it then.
Borsin to Shibri, who would have thunk? Yes, yes, please. All right, next one. This is question mark because boredom hasn't seen it yet. All right, next one. Kevin from Animal Crossing.
No, you didn't.
Kevin.
Did you watch my Animal Crossing playthrough?
Kevin.
You know how much I love the pigs. I have like every pig on my island.
Yes, Kevin.
10. I can't go lower than 10. He is so great.
I love Kevin.
He's not as good as Boris, but he's still a 10.
Yes. All right, let's see. I really like the pig characters. I think my favorite characters in Animal Crossing are the pigs and the elephants.
I have pigs, elephants. Yeah.
Does anyone
worked hard to get the new one?
Does anyone actually love the gorillas?
I have one squirrel because it's just so funny. Like he's a jog, and all the jogs have he is a I always call them daddy characters because they have those really deep voices.
Oh.
And he's just a small squirrel, and then you talk with him like, bah, 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 bah. It's so great.
Kevin Bacon.
Not called Piggy's Bacon.
Bacon.
And he has the colors of a shirt actually. So another extra points here on Kevin.
Yeah. All right, next one. What's his name? Kensuke Shibagaki from Odd Taxi. Watch the goddamn show, guys.
This is hard. Like if the people didn't watch the show, I can't say anything.
Just give him a rating, I guess.
5?
Yeah, 5.
Because of reasons, you know why?
Yes. But for him as he is in this photo, I don't know. I just like him really. He's cute.
He's cute, yeah. And he's even cuter in the end. Like he was one of the only one which I liked in the end. I was like, wow, he actually looks cute even now.
Then we have
Garrett was not here yet. If Garrett is even in the list, we will see. I don't know the list. It's just new for me, everything. And I don't know anything about this.
The next one is Inosuke from Demon Slayer.
1. He's not a pig.
1. He's not really
mask.
A pig. He's not actually a pig.
He's wearing a pig mask, and that just tells me he killed a pig. So he gets actually more minus points. So 1.
Yep. 1. All right. Next one is Gildo.
Aww, Gildo is so adorable.
Yes, I love Gildo.
I never watched the anime, so I have no idea what is going on in the anime. But
there's so many
his design. I like his design. He's cute. He's adorable.
He's one of the best characters in the show for me. He's actually my favorite character, and I'm actually happy that he gets a lot of screen time.
No, he is from the Slime Isekai.
Yep, from the Slime anime. It's called what was it? My Life as a Teenage Robot. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one.
When I got reincarnated as a slime.
When I reincarnated as a slime. Yes. Yeah. Geld is this really cute character.
Let's just say Slime Isekai because that's what it is.
People just call it slime.
Reborn. got reborn as a slime in another world. Slime Isekai. Done.
Yes. He's such a father figure. He's just really fatherly, and he really cares about everyone. And he's so cute.
So cute. If he's not in his battle armor and fighting, I saw that picture as well.
Him in battle armor is so sexy. From cute to sexy.
But then he's not. He's intimidating and scary.
And sexy.
And sexy. 9. I give him a 9.
Yeah, 9. 9.
No, don't go this direction.
No, all right. Next one is Arita Haruyuki from Axel World.
Well, technically, he is not a pig. This is just his online avatar, but I'm a big fan of Axel World. It's one of my favorite animes, so I can't give him less points than 10. He is so adorable. Just look at him. So
He's,
cute.
I really like his online avatar.
So cute. It's so sadly they didn't put the right thing in the anime. Like I read the manga before the anime came out.
Yeah.
And the reason why he has that avatar is different in the manga than it's in the anime.
Yes. Also, fun fact. Arita Haruyuki is one of the reasons why I decided I'll be a boar as a persona.
Aw, that's nice. Well, I decided to be a boar way back. Like for my first persona. My second persona is now Nisei, which is
my first persona. My first persona was a wolf because I'm edgy teen boy. Edgy teen boy.
You're one of those furries.
Yes, I'm one of those furries. Yeah, I'm
husky dragon.
I'm a lone wolf.
Wolf husky dragon. Those are the things that are usually used as the first one. No, I didn't identify with them. I didn't identify. It took me a while to find one, and then I ended up with boar.
I was a brown wolf because I wanted to be unique. Unique. Question mark.
Brown wolf. Unique.
As a brown wolf.
I don't think that should be in one sentence.
All right, let's see.
The part about my persona, why he has those colors, the blue colors, is I actually started to poke around with personas. I never had one really, but one of the first tries I had was a polar bear. That's why a polar bear with like dark purple hair, and that is where kind of the colors came from for my first persona. With like the dark blue and light blue as colors.
I was originally a brown boar as well. I was a brown boar, the typical boar that you'd find nowadays. But I was like, nah, brown is like regular boar. I look around and I see my friends. They have like personas with like rainbow colored patterns, and they have tails that have mouths and all these things. I'm like, oh god, I gotta be unique. Change color to white. There I am. I was born.
I'm thinking about doing something right now, and I probably shouldn't. Like, I got a really stupid idea, but I'm not doing it.
All right. So next one, Waddles to Piggy from oh no, someone's gonna me. Not in my regular time.
The other one which was really good because of the subplot and
Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls. I remember.
Yeah,
Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls was good.
I was worried my friends are gonna kill me.
Wow, he's a pig. That's what he is. He's a pet pig. I can't put any points off there. So I guess
he gets pig out of 10. 9. All right.
Yeah, it's pig out of 10. I take that one. That's perfect.
He actually
it's pig out of 10.
He actually looks like the number 9 right now.
It's a pig out of 10.
All right. Then last but not the least, me.
Oh, okay. You're in the school right now. What are you doing in school?
I'm here to.
You're too old for that with 64.
Oh no, I'm the teacher. Oh wait, no, I'm not 64. I'm not 64. Actually, no.
I got you there, huh?
Oh, okay. So my score is 64 out of 10. Okay, I got it.
You're a boar after my heart. Like, you can see it on my design, on my board design. You're pretty close to it. So it would be kind of weird if I would put anything less than 10. Like, it's so close to what I have in my first persona. Saying nothing below 10 doesn't work here. So it's 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Also, Shadow says, aren't you supposed to retire at the age? I retire 1 year later when I'm 65. No, wait, I'm not 64. I'm not 64. All right. Next time you see me, guys, I'll just have a long beard right here. And I'm like, hey, you youngins, I remember the day.
That's a stupid line, but like I wanted to do like this.
Hello. Whoa, hello there. Hello there. Have
Hello
you
there.
have you seen Nisai?
Nisei, please.
Nisei. God damn it, I keep forgetting the pronunciation. Nisei. Have you seen Nisei?
Have you
I
seen
believe I think he disappeared. Where'd he go?
it?
All right. Okay. Thank you so much for being our guest for today, Boredom. Thank you. I had so much fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I didn't expect the end there. That was really funny. I like that.
So thank you guys for everyone's questions, and thank you guys for watching. Yeah, I think I will probably do more Boarcasts from now on, and it's quite fun to do. Thank you so
Boarcast is
much.
fun.
Yeah, thank you so much for
just talking about stuff. It's just nice.
Thank you so much for being with us, Boredom, and yeah,
thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm so glad to have you. It's really fun just talking to you, and thank you everyone for watching. I hope you guys all had a good time, and remember, if it's wiggly and jiggly, it's probably kabagi. Bye, guys.
Everyone.
All right, maybe I should just raid someone. Let's go and raid someone. Actually,
raiding someone? Yeah. Wow. Is there anyone live right now to raid?
Let me see. I will see if there's anyone live. If someone is alive.
It's wiggly and jiggly. It's probably kabagi. Oh god, this is a great meme. I love it.
Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and raid. Let's raid. Yeah, regular still reaching. Okay, I'm gonna go raid irregular.
Yeah,
currently playing.
That is hard.
All right, we're gonna go raid SS Irregularity. Thank you so much. Give him a double bore raid. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
All right, thank you. That was fun.
You're welcome.